Masking in Lightroom is a great way to really elevate your photography. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys what is by far my favorite Lightroom masking technique, and a technique that I use in almost every single edit. And I'm going to start right now. Before we start, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell to stay in the loop and be notified when we release new videos. Now, when I edit my photos in Lightroom, I love adding this one masking technique to really elevate my photos. And let me walk you through it. So once you've made the base edit, so all of the exposure and adjustments that you want to, so for example, this is the before and after, this is actually just my earthy tone wedding preset, which is available on my website. What I'm gonna do is head over to the masking panel, and this is where we're gonna create 3 individual masks. The first mask is going to be a radial gradient. And what we're gonna do is making sure we've got the radial gradient covering the entire subject like so. Then what we're going to do is go ahead and click invert. So we're only affecting the exterior part of our image. And to really make our subject stand out via using luminosity, what we're gonna do is go ahead and darken the overall background. And we're gonna drop it down by around about 1 entire stop. Next, we're gonna go create another radial gradient, but this time we're gonna select our highlight regions to really emphasize that and really show our light source within our photo. So for example, our light source is appearing on the top part of our image, roughly on the left-hand side if we have a look at the shadows. So this time what we're gonna do is go ahead, create a new mask, and this time we're gonna go down to a radial gradient. And we're gonna create an elliptical gradient, basically highlighting the areas where the light is coming from. So we're gonna go for something like so, and I recommend having the feather around about 100%. We're gonna increase the exposure by around about 1 stop, but we're also gonna add warmth by going to our temperature slider, adding a little bit of warmth like so, as well as we're gonna go to our clarity and dehaze sliders and drop those down right about -20%. This will add a nice soft glow to our photo and really emphasize where that light source is coming from. And I love this look for my images. And then lastly, we're gonna go ahead and do that, but same with the shadow regions. So this time, we're gonna go again, create our last mask of the day. Then we're gonna go down to linear gradient. We're gonna go ahead and select the bottom part of our image without selecting the bride and groom in this example. Then go right up to the top and simply drop down our exposure. I'm probably gonna drop it down by, again, 1 entire stop. And you can see that this 3 mask technique really elevates our photos. Here is the before, and here is the after. I love this effect because it really brings out the highlights and shadows and draws more attention to our subject. Here is the before, and here is the after.